People often say that the whole body of a pig is a treasure. And in the eyes of the old Taoist who knows how to eat, hidden inside, it is the real treasure food. Peony Market in Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. There is a small shop specializing in sizzling pork offal. 9001. Infinite eating mode attracted many diners who took a bite of chanji, come to the pot to drink. The shopkeeper also relies on fresh ingredients and strict handling requirements. Make the operation of the store prosperous to allow time to fry the offal. 3 when most people are still dreaming. The owner and his wife have already started to make friends. They cooperate, remove the items on the stove one by one. Finally, 2 rectangular iron plates with black were exposed. Although not as bright as new, but it's clean. Next is cooking time. After preheating the iron plate, the owner first drizzles a basin of water on the surface. It evaporates water into the hot iron plate. This plays a role in cleaning the iron plate. And we started taking them one by one. Fry the fresh offal on the iron plate. The first thing to leave the factory is the machine oil. This is a layer of grease that wraps around pig fat. Named for its resemblance to an organ, it has hidden lymph nodes inside. In most cases in our country, we'll be used to make lard, rarely at the dinner table. And the Koreans are done, all lost in his delicious food. The shopkeeper spread the cockscomb oil neatly on the iron plate. Extremely high oil content. He was born with an incomparably rich aroma. Long-term mouth-making gives him a crisp and tender taste, accompanied by the sizzling sound. Blossoming machine oil is going through an intense process of transformation. At the same time, the Lord fell on another iron plate with a big bag full. Posterior diarrhea lumbar film. These carefully treated waist slices are fairly clean and flung them gingerly onto the plate. Iron plate. The high temperature gradually discolors the waste at the bottom. A strong smell was also emitted. The owner said that even if the treatment is clean, there will inevitably be a smell. That's why I came here in the early morning. Make a fresh list of ingredients for the whole day to prevent the smell from affecting guests and other merchants. Finish. He went to take care of the engine oil. Turn them over one by one on a high-temperature iron sheet branch grill. The surface of the machine oil has shown a tempting burnt yellow. Drops of melted grease flow freely on the surface. After settling the oil, the main rotor continues to process the waste film. He was holding a shovel. Stir fry while cleaning up the oozing blood. This process should last at least an hour. They did everything they could. Make more and more waste film surfaces turn white one after another. The smell around has also eased a lot. In a blink of an eye, the sky gradually lit up and the long cooking continues. Finally, the waste film on the iron plate has completely changed color. The moisture inside has dried up. Proteins solidify at high temperatures. It also changes the texture of the lumbar film from round, soft, and smooth, has become extremely resilient. It looks pretty amazing. After cleaning up all the blood from the depths, the thick smell also disappeared. But just getting rid of the smell is not enough. The owner also wants to make baked waste slices. Put it in batches into a screen. Then hold the screen in your hand and shake it constantly. Sieve off the particles attached to the waste sheet. These are the main sources of fishy smell. You just put them through a screen. It is the most effective way to remove the fishy smell. The owner would sift all the loins twice. Sieve off particles as much as possible. Make sure there is no fishy smell at the entrance. Finally, continue to fry the loins until the surface is brown. You can put it in a basin for later use. At this moment, a tangy aroma came from the oil on the side. Hot iron and dripping grease prompted a tantalizing Maillard reaction, accompanied by the fierce sound of oil of blood. Leave amber marks on the surface of the oil. Wait until golden brown on both sides. The shopkeeper would stack them neatly to the side. Wait for the next step. Next up is the pig's heart. As the strongest piece of chicken on a pig, he started from birth. It's always active. Never stop. This also makes its structure. It's completely different from regular chicken. Ultimately reflects a unique taste that is firm and elastic. It was so chewy. The owner is stir-frying pig hearts while cleaning up the oozing blood. After a while, on the sizzling iron plate, it exudes a rich barbecue aroma. The surface of the pig's heart is also burnt yellow. These alluring parts, in terms of taste and nutritional value, it is far superior to pork, and the price is less than 1/3 of that of pork. It's delicious food in every sense. And then finally came the pig Siamese. This is actually pig skin, also called sagan. It tastes firmer than pork liver. Fresh pig Siamese surface. It will come with a layer of white fat. It needs to be handled carefully. It will show a uniform and rosy appearance. The elongated shape shortens the cooking time. Simply fry both sides until discolored. You can fish out the spare. 10 Amen. After more than 6 hours of proctoring, the shopkeeper finally cooked all the ingredients. However, immediately after, he also has to get there before the first guests arrive. Cut the roasted chicken crown oil into pieces one by one. He said this iron plate of cockscomb oil. On weekends, when there are many guests, it'll be over in less than 10 minutes. You need to cut at least 3 rounds a day to eat enough. The cutting process is time-consuming, so it has to be done in advance. At 11 p.m., the first guests arrived at the store on time. Shopkeeper. We also began to prepare food according to customer requirements. He pulled a small part of the engine oil aside. Fry again. Then take some offal from other parts. Again, pan fry. This kind of allows customers to sit by the stove. Self-service mode of watching and eating. Make sure the dishes are just out of the pot. Just serve it hot. At the same time, the owner will be responsible for according to the number of customers. And preferences are divided into food. Once the guests have finished eating, they will stir-fry the dish. This way, customers can taste every bite. The perfect state of food when it comes out of the pot. Crystal clear roast pork skin. It is also the owner's specialty. Just pan fry a little. You can taste the soft and sticky taste. The owner will give each customer a bottle of wine as a gift, or drink as a pairing. Many older guests. Everyone likes to come here for a drink. He will also communicate with customers from time to time. The taste of the dish, and the answer is always a compliment. Near mealtime, the store was packed. Wine tasting often makes friends. Customers are chatting happily around the owner. This may also be why they are willing to go far. The reason why Dao came. Unlimited haggis buffet, plus a bottle of alcoholic beverages, sold for 9,000 won. Silicone roasted pork skin has soft, waxy teeth in the entrance. Thick collagen. Releases the aroma of oil in the mouth. The more you chew, the better it smells. Burnt yellow and attractive chicken crown oil is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Take a bite of grease. Paired with kimchi is very anti-greasy. Crispy. The thick-cut pork loin is extremely brittle. It's quite enjoyable to make a stew with onions and pepper.